Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my first of hopefully many Facebook Live videos. My name's Karen. I'm from Creative Stamping Designs. And I'm going to make a card today with you. I had put the measurements on my blog, so if anybody wants to stamp along. Hi Amy. Hi Akiko. Hi Debbie. Thanks for joining. Now I'm not going to promise I can answer any questions or keep up with comments because I seem to have a little bit of a problem with that one. But I will go back and check. So before I get started, I just wanted to let everyone know I have a special going on to celebrate. I'm celebrating myself for getting past the being afraid of doing Facebook Live videos. For anybody who places an order, $50 or more, I will send you a pack of the wonderful gems from the new August to December mini catalog. I love these things. Actually, I'm going to use them on today's card. This is the card, the style of the card we're making today. But my design is a little different since I never do two cards identical. So this is with the panel. It's a fairly simple stamping for today. I wanted to do something easy. And then the envelope to match. Okay, so it will be similar but a little different. I am going to be using the Nothing's Better Than stamps. Ooh, glare. Nothing's Better Than stamp set and Love You More Than Dies. I did already. The only thing I'm using from this is the die that says Cookies. And I did pre-cut it because I didn't want to have to fuss with that and oops, have anything go wrong. Not today. So let's get started. All right, we're just going to set that on the side. We're going to start with a thick Whisper White card base, which is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. I'm just going to fold this. All right, and I'm going to get some stamping done first. I'm not using, on the other card I used a wood grain. I was going to use wood grain, but I decided to go with Whisper White, and I'm going to emboss it. I'm using Real Red, Crumb Cake, and Early Espresso today. All right, I'm just going to stamp the sentiment. I already have it on my block separated because I want to put the cookies die in between. So I'm just going to stamp it on the bottom here and hope that I get it straight. Luckily, paper has two sides, so if I don't, I'll just flip it over. It looks pretty straight. All right, and I am going to emboss this because I want it to have some texture. So I'm going to emboss it with the subtle textured dynamic textured impressions embossing folder. Boy, say that 10 times fast. All right, so I'm just going to emboss this real quick. I have my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine off to the side. It's too big to put it in the camera area. So just set. All right. So I don't know if you can see the little bit of texture to it. Just gives just an, I love this embossing folder. All right, we're going to do some stamping on, I have a panel of Whisper White. It's 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I have a mat, which is 2 1/2 of crumb cake, of 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. So we're just going to randomly stamp the cookie image from Nothing's Better Than. We're going to just do the first, it's a 2-step stamp. Actually, one of them I'm going to stamp off, so look at my scrap paper. And just put them wherever, off the paper, on the paper, you know, however you want them. Put one right in the middle there. And then we have the crumb cake for the inside, the second one. The crumb cake I am going to stamp off because it's a little, to me it's a little too dark. At least for a cookie, unless you want a really dark cookie. And hopefully I get these lined up. Almost. I didn't remember if I stamped that one off or not. All right. I'm going to take Real Red, and there's a little, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little tiny star image, and I'm just going to randomly put that around just to give it a little extra, little bit of color, and then it'll match because I'm going to put the red gems on it. Hang on a minute, I got we'll go one more, a little bit off. All right. All right, so I think that's it on that. That's enough for that one. We're gonna love this silicone mat. If I go to put my Stampin' Seal, I always end up off the paper. I'm such a mess with it. Sorry, I have a little bit of trouble sometimes getting the Stampin' Seal started. We're just going to adhere this right to the crumb cake. Trying to get it straight. Doing my best here. A little bit crooked. Thanks, Jamie. Hi, Lori. All right, and we're going to use a little bit of liquid glue. I'm going to adhere it to, oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to use liquid glue on this one to adhere it to the card front. Make sure I'm going the right way. quite sure I had a new liquid glue. I ran out earlier. I'm afraid my Stampin' seal is at the end, so I'm hoping it makes it through. Otherwise, I'm going to have to change it because I don't have a second one. There we go. And then this one I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to just pop it up. Love my Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm using got the take your pick tool, and I love taking the backs off because then I just put them all right in the garbage. Otherwise, I have found Stampin' Dimensionals everywhere. Let me just put this just right up near the sentiment. All right, and then I did, like I said, I did pre-cut the cookies, and we're going to put it right in between, and I cut it out on a piece of the foam adhesive sheet. Let's see. And of course these aren't going to come out. Thought they would come out nice and easy when I peeled the back off. That's right, we'll get them out. It's stickier than I thought. Sorry about that. I thought when I peeled the back off, they were just going to come right off with it. Guess I was a little bit wrong there. One more. You know these things are going to be sticking to me all night. All right, I think I got them all. Just going to hold this with this. I could kind of get it. You know, I really thought this was going to be a lot easier than it is here. All right. I do have the eye, the dot for the eye, I'm sorry. I had that on the side ready because I figured that was going to be the part that gave me a hard time. All right, we're going to add a couple of the gems on the top. One there. There. And I'll put one down by the sentiment. Yeah, and that's our card front. And then for the inside, I have a piece of crumb cake that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to stamp the sentiment in the center and hopefully get this straight on the first shot. Again, luckily paper has 2 sides. Let's see. Hang on. You know what'll happen if I don't clean the block. Okay. And then I'm just going to put a, oops, need that still. Just a couple cookies on the inside. There's my scrap paper. One on the bottom. Actually, we'll put 2. 2 on the bottom, and we'll just put 1 up top. There we go. Close it so I don't stick my hand in it. And we'll just add a couple little dots by the cookie, and then we're gonna do the envelope and we'll be done. Alright, we'll adhere this. Again. There we go. Put it right on the mat. And I have a habit of rubbing the back side of things because I'm always afraid, yep, like that, I had glue on my finger. I got it. I'm always afraid I have ink on my fingers. So, just put this on the inside. Oh, I did have a little ink. You know what? That's what I'm always afraid of. Either on a block or on my finger, that extra ink. So we're going to put one more little star right there to cover up the ink spot. And nobody except whoever sees this video will know that there was a little smudge. Alright, and then on the envelope, I'm just going to stamp a few cookies on the front and on the envelope flap, and it'll be done. Always like to decorate my envelope. I know it's the first thing that ends up in the garbage, but always like decorating the envelope. Out of the screen, sorry. Sorry, I keep pulling it close to me because I can't. I'm in trouble seeing past this, past the camera. All right, just stamp the front too. Stars. Let's see if I have any smudges. That'll be the first thing I cover. Gotta cover those smudges up. I must have a super juicy red stamp pad because I'm barely tapping and it's. There was one smudge. And one more for good luck. All right. There we go. It's the card and the envelope. Like I said, it's the same design as the one I had posted this morning, which is this one here. Let me get these out of the way. Same design as this, except it's amazing how a stamp set just changes the whole look of a card. So, let's see if I can see any. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Akiko. All right. And anybody that's watching, well, it's on my blog too. Have until Monday, the 14th, that anybody who places an order, $50 or more, I will send you a pack of the gems. Which these things are beautiful. I love them. I can't wait to start. I think I used them on one Christmas card so far. Right. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just post them and I will, like I said, I will go back and check any questions or comments and I will respond. I have a little trouble seeing the computer and doing the card at the same time. Right? Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.